Hey guys, what's up? So we're here to climb the rank games of Marvel Super War. Now personally in Marvel Super War, I think there are 3 roles that a team really needs. I mean, of course the ideal would be a tank, fighter, mage, marksman, assassin, or support, right? But team compositions isn't really as simple as that. There are a lot of factors to consider, and it's not just the vast variations of hero skills and mechanics, but also the gameplay of the players. However, like I said, there are still some major roles that a team must have, and it's the tank and the hard carry. I know we're missing a lot, right? Well, that's true. But what we're talking about is the must-have of a team composition, and these 2 roles must be filled. Another important role is the jungler, since your jungle is gonna go to waste if you don't have one. Although your carry can be your jungler as well. The role of the carry can be done by either an assassin or a marksman. Of course, mages and fighters are possible candidates as well. But basically, a carry is a hero who's weak in the early game but extremely strong in the late game, especially with high cost items. Late game is where most marksmen and assassins excel with their insane damage. Crowd control is also needed in a team, but those CC skills can really come from any roles depending on the hero. Of course, you can still win a game without a tank and a carry, but if we're talking about a match where both teams have the same level of skills, then the one that has the major roles covered will have the advantage. Anyway, on the rank games I did, I always had to adjust, and here are the heroes I've used on each particular role. Yondu for the marksman, Ghost for the assassin, Deadpool for the fighter, Ronan for the tank, Iceman for the mage, and Ebony Maw for the support, which I rarely do. Yondu because, well, in my opinion, he really has the most potential to help the team both in mid-game and late game. Although if you have a one-on-one match face-to-face with any other marksman in late game, no tactics or whatever, then Yondu will lose. Well, probably except with War Machine, because War Machine is a bot. However, this is just my preference though. This is just a hero that suits my gameplay. Next is Ghost for the Assassin. There are a lot of possible ways to take down an opponent with Ghost. With a bit of skill and tactics, it's possible to take down opponents that are stronger than you, or more fed. Jumping towards the marksman carry of the opponent's team is also a bit easier for Ghost because of her first skill. However, again in terms of damage, if you put her face to face against the likes of Black Panther or Proxima Midnight with little to no tactics, then she will lose. Next is Deadpool as the fighter. Well, I don't really know, man, he's just a really fun hero to play. Also, he can be very versatile depending on the current situation. And again, like I said, it's fun to play the guy. And to be honest, we're all here to have fun. Win rates and ranks aside, sometimes it's really just great to play the hero that you love. Except War Machine. No one plays War Machine, cause he's a bot. Next is Ronan for the tank. Now I know I just said to have fun, right? But forget that. Ronan is just OP these days. You love the Hulk? Okay, then use Ronan. To be honest though, Hulk is like my second top tank. And the Thing being the third. Heimdall is nice as well, but I think he's just a confused fighter who got lost in the tank category. Again guys, this is just my personal preference. Next is Iceman for the mage, or power, or energy. It's so confusing what they call these guys these days. He's not the I will burst down your butt even before you can say peanut butter type of mage. However, he is good though, like insanely good. You just have to stay behind your allies in a team fight and make a popsicle out of your opponents. The amount of crowd control this guy provides is just insane. Your opponents will learn soon enough that they'll have to take you out first. So always be on your toes. Icy toes. Next is Ebony Maw for support. Well, to be honest guys, I rarely go support. But if ever I'm gonna pick one, it's gonna be Ebony Maw. Since this guy can whoop butts even if alone. I know, right? That's not what a support is for, but his skills of going inside opponents and killing them from within is just so fun. If solo queue rank game, then I will go with Ebony Maw. But if I had a teammate that's literally besides me, then I will go for Mantis. Since the ganking possibilities of Mantis together with an ally is just too good to pass. I rarely play support unless I'm with an actual team. So there we go guys, those are the characters that I use in ranked games whenever I have to adjust. Again, it's just my preference. It doesn't mean that the other heroes that are not here are bad. Well, except for War Machine. War Machine is just a bad bot. How about you guys? Which heroes is your tank, fighter, mage, assassin, marksman, and support? Share your thoughts in the comment section. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching.
When you feel it's hopeless, when you think that you lost, oh, I will take your hand and we'll rise up from the dust. Oh, here we go, 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 let us heal and go. You won't be alone, unstoppable. Don't be afraid to show what we're going for. This is what we know. Here we come back to life, we're still breathing. Standing up, everybody's gonna see it. All you need to know is that we're holding on. Even if we fall, we will rise up and we follow the path that we believe in. No, we're not gonna stop until we reach it. All you need to know is that we're holding on. We rise up from the dust and claim our throne. Why we are on this track. Oh, we all have our burdens, yeah, but we just do not fight it up, we never look back. Here we go, 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 let us heal and go. You won't be alone, don't be fearful. Don't be afraid to show what we're going for. This is what we know. Here we come back to life, we're still breathing. Standing up, everybody's gonna see it. All you need to know is that we're holding on. Even if we fall, we will rise up.